Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. A lot of things have happened in Nigeria that have pushed the unity of Nigeria and sanctity of Nigeria at bay. But many activities and actions are still springing up, either to encourage or discourage it. But before we go into the news proper and further analysis, we would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. The Northern Elders Forum NEF has faulted the Senate's move to review and alter some provisions of the 1999 Constitution as amended. According to the elders, federal lawmakers since 1999 have spent huge amounts of Nigerian people's money to fund constitution review process without any meaningful impact on the lives of the people. So the forum advised the National Assembly to direct its energy and mandate towards convincing President Muhammadu Buhari to bring an end to the insurgents in the northeast and killings in most parts of the country. The Northern Elder spoke at a press briefing. NEF's Director of Publicity, Dr. Hakeem Baba Ahmed in Abuja, recalled that the Senate Ad hoc Committee on the review of the 1999 Constitution as amended had invited the public to submit memorandum to assist the further alteration of the provisions of the Constitution as amended. The invitation said all Nigerians have only 2 weeks to submit their memoranda on on all aspects requiring amendment of the current constitution. However, NEF queried the value of such effort in the past, saying it is convinced that this repetitive initiative of the Senate is a predictable waste of time, resources, and energy of the nation and should not be supported by Nigerians. The elders said, "Nothing fundamental or of any value has come out of these grand schemes to exploit our collective desire to address our political and economic fundamentals. This National Assembly is also following suit and should not be encouraged on this path. Nigeria's future rests largely on its willingness to address major constraints to equity and justice, a functional structure, consistent good governance, security for all citizens, a credible electoral process, growing understanding between and among all groups, and an economy that grows and narrows inequalities between and all classes and regions." Therefore, they said, these national goals cannot be achieved by a process that routinizes wasteful expenditure and also around false hopes. The forums maintain the legislature and executive branches of government have large quantities of reviews, recommendations, and reports from past attempts at amending the constitutions. This represents enough resources for a review if the legislature is serious about this vital national priority. Even this is not likely to produce a genuine effort to address the basic requirements of securing a stable, secure and prosperous Nigeria, because both arms of this administration are unlikely to accept to put through wide-ranging reviews of the constitution. The forum especially and specifically reminds legislatures and other leaders from the north that security of our communities, reduction of crushing poverty, and widening distrust among communities should be their priorities. The Northern Elders Forum could recommend the alternative of leadership of thought, elders group, and professional organization and representative of government to freely discuss every element of our coexistence as a country under principles of voluntarism, genuine representation, mutual respect, and integrity of the process. A Nigerian People's Conference on review of the Constitution will benefit from past work in this direction in addition to the contemporary challenges which the country needs to address in a context that allows free and productive engagement without predetermined ends. The outcome of this conference should be submitted to the two arms of government, which should provide for referendum in the constitution so that Nigerians can directly decide on how they want their nation to be structured and function. The North is willing to discuss other options that will do justice to the current constitution and the future of our country. The forum invites attention of particularly northern groups to be wary of being railroaded into making submissions which the legislature will hold up as input, further justifying waste and deceit. No northern group should encourage further waste of public funds which should be channeled into battling killers, kidnappers, poverty and poor governance. The North wants a major review of the constitution, but it is also ready to resist attempts to create wealth for a few while it leaves parts of the country to quarrel and blame each other for the state of the nation. Northerners are willing to discuss current challenges of the region and the state of the country with any group anywhere, provided it sees evidence of sincerity and respect for each other. We advise the National Assembly to direct its energy and mandate towards convincing the President Muhammadu Buhari to bring an end to the insurgents in the northeast and killings in most parts of the north central, northwest, and other parts of the country. We advise the Senate to jettison the wasteful idea of giving Nigerians the impression that it is involved in serious review of our constitution. Well, I wouldn't blame the Northern Elders Forum for kicking against it. We've all known that we keep seeing this review year in, year out, and nothing is really being done, and good money is going to that forum. But the truth is, if this particular review is going to impute referendum, it's a welcome idea, I tell you. And I know most Nigerians out there will not mind our constitution being amended and being put referendum being inclusive, which means we can cast votes. Yes, we can cast votes. Okay, we want to stay or we want to secede or we want to stay or want to go or want to stay and restructure. At least to a great extent, nobody will bulldoze us over issues of we are one Nigeria by force. If you want to stay, you cast your vote. If you don't want to stay, you also cast your vote. So it's not a case of it is not constitutional or it's not lawful. It is now lawful if it is now constitutional and if the referendum is now inclusive. But the question is, like he rightly asks, how true with this? Is it that they're going to just give Nigerians something to cook up or just something to hope for, and at the end of the day, reviews? But if you ask me, we have all seen this thing play out where you see some person like what is ongoing right now with Amotekun. They give reasons why Amotekun shouldn't stand. But the reasons don't make sense. The very reasons they are giving that Amotekun shouldn't stand is the very reason why Amotekun was created. So why are we quarreling over Amotekun, right? So these are some salient illustrations that will cause us to look again. So why are they quarreling or kicking against this constitutional review? Yes, we know that they have failed in time past. Yes, we also know that to a greater extent, the Senate have exhibited the rubber stamp attitude that Nigerians have been calling them, despite being the fact that they seem to be accepting everything that comes from the executive. Instead of them checkmating, ended up being working pari passu and in synergy. And there should be separate arms of government, not inclusive an extension of one particular arm of government. That said, we could still give them a chance of thinking. Let's just hope that indeed they're trying to review the constitution genuinely, because the level of insecurity has heightened like never before in the dispensation. So it's possible that they may likely be looking at restructuring genuinely, but we do not know, because over time we have seen this happen. But let's quickly feel the pulse of Nigerians over this. This one here is saying they don't want to restructure or separate, but whether they like it or not, Nigeria is ready at that. You see, that's the thing. Everybody keeps saying the same thing. If this is what is going to cause us to truly and genuinely restructure, by all means, okay, by all means, every corner is tired. Go to Southwest, they had already everybody's tired. We just want, if you will not let us, then restructure properly. Maybe, just maybe, that's why we are seeing pipelines moving to the north, and Dora is the University of Dora being built, probably to improve the region. No problem, just restructure. Or the indigenous in their regions would they know how to. Human resources cannot be overemphasized. But let's continue. This one here is saying, how can they not expect other regions of this contraception of forced marriage to help them solve their self-inflicted problems? The insurgency from fanatical religious indoctrination, abject poverty, child marriage, and all that. This one here is saying, Northern Nigeria is like yokes hanging on every region's neck that need to be removed or broken. Below are the yokes. Let's continue. Very funny, I tell you. This one here is saying, when dem don fully start to dey mine the resources wey dey their zone, the south no go even know when dem go review and restructure everything. Mark these words, and that's true. They started mining gold. Now they're thinking of restructuring because, wow, the gold they have is in commercial quantity. All of a sudden, they're not thinking of restructuring after they have sucked all the oil, all the oil in Nigeria Delta. But whatever, let's continue, because human resources is still also paramount. This one here is saying, I don't know what the North is afraid of. This oil will be valueless last. Their land is even more valuable than oil, but they won't just think. They are thinking. Don't think so. Don't say that. They have good land. They also have they have good area lands. They also have gold. Don't say that. And gold is actually very valuable. Let's continue. Nigeria is really rich and blessed. Let's continue. This one here is saying the North don't want anything different in this country, even when the system is messed up. To restructure this country now or everybody drowns. That's true. This one here is saying we the youth also need to act wisely, even with this restructuring. The same leaders who are eating us at the state and local level will keep eating more and more. We need wisdom. They're all talking in favor of the restructuring. That's we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on